Coming up this weekend is the biggest event in Yu-Gi-Oh! History, and something big is coming. Yeah, I know something big is coming, but I wanted to talk about this and preface this because when you have this many voice actors... Oh, wait, make sure you guys smash the living crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more Oz content. So, I wanted to share up here all of these voice actors that are going to be present at this event, because you have Yusei, you have Jack, you have Yugi, you have Kaiba, and I get that, like, I don't think a lot of people have really realized, like, we were all, when the Tokyo Dome event was first announced, everybody was like, this is the big event. And, most of, the TCG side of the players don't really understand the significance of this event to the game's history. This was the first Yu-Gi-Oh! Major-sized event back at the day. There's a reason why they're offering all of these different goods at this event that you normally wouldn't be able to get anywhere else. I mean, there's a freaking all-hollow Charmer structure deck, an all-hollow Trap Tricks deck as well. Like, you're getting cards that you normally might not have been able to get hollow out of this, and then an exclusive promo pack, an exclusive premium pack, re-releases of certain things out here as well that have not been available in 20 plus years for the game, which is interesting to say the least out of that. So take a moment to process that. This event has all of this crazy stuff available to it, and then to top things off, you've got to really think about why does having all these voice actors at this event, mean something? So I want to point out a couple of things actually that you might not have noticed so far. Typically, most sets are pretty much pushed out very early or announced very early. The only thing that we have right now on the OCG side is the Unity and Pride. All right, we know that those two are coming out for February, March. Those are complete retrain sets with some alt arts. The thing here is Infinite Forbidden is the only thing that's announced. Structure decks, future deck build packs was... I think when you're looking at the Tokyo Dome event here, with all of this, they held up announcing as much as they could to get Pride and Unity up and running to celebrate, the 25 years. Honestly, I would have liked to have seen the TCG get Pride and Unity. My problem is we still might get Pride and Unity, and that would mean, man, for the TCG, we really wouldn't get a lot of new cards this year, because that would put us, Rarity Collection 2 is coming out down the pipeline down here in May. That means Pride and Unity would have to come out for the fall for us, and then you would have to think about, tins and everything. That's a lot of reprints, all right? And I love reprints as much as everybody else does, typically of good cards. A lot of our sidewinding problems kind of come down to, if we're going to keep reprinting all of this stuff and all these new fancy rarities for the 25th, that's less new cards to kind of change the meta, and the meta can become stagnant. And that's kind of already one of the problems that we do notice on this channel every once in a while. I also don't know if you know this, but we're about to go into a 9-week meta, 10-week meta. And we'll talk more about that later. So, if we are to get Pride and Unity, there's already that. And I've already talked about, if at this point in time we normally have a lot of products lined up for beyond this, especially, with this being the 25th anniversary, I think Yu-Gi Kaiba Reloaded Part 3, so you're probably going to see some new structure decks along the way. As much as I have been like, yeah, water support's coming, we've seen the Atlantean cards getting bought out over and over again. A lot of people are very, very vocal about that. Yes, sure, that's fine. But also, the next deck build pack. I also want to sub point out here, if you look at Legacy, the way that Legacy of Destruction was built, it feels like it was built off of a deck build pack. The going second dragon archetype, the insect, and the combination of the other two archetypes also feel like cards that would have been in a deck build pack. So I don't know if anybody else kind of felt that way when looking at it, but it felt like they took whatever the next deck build pack was, scrapped it entirely, and built it into Legacy of Destruction. And I mean, we only ended up having, 6 cards at the end of the set that needed to be revealed, which was crazy. We got all the power-ups, too, for Valmonica Centurion, and all of that in that set as well. So that's also kind of crazy to think about that, it felt like Legacy was, the Yugi anime support, and then we killed the deck build pack, built it into the set, and then was just that. So I find that kind of interesting that so far this year, we're getting way less new cards because of what feels like the anniversary. But it's not to say, we're only in January / heading on into very early February here, where, you can very easily change that around. But once again, typically by this point, they've announced this. So I think that, while we're expecting a water duelist pack, a water structure deck, while we're expecting a light duelist pack somewhere along the way here, I think these things are going to, light duelist pack might actually filter out. That's not out of the question yet. But I feel like the Yu-Gi-Oh! R retrain decks are going to lose out to Kaiba Yugi, at least for the first half of the year. So, with this many voice actors present at this event, you are probably going to experience a crap ton of nostalgia swinging on through here. And I'm not necessarily super crazily excited about that. Yay, more Blue Eyes, more Dark Magician support. The casuals will get the chance to eat that up very well. Honestly, I'm not going to lie, I was super hyped when we saw the Magia, the Dark Magician of Chaos plus, Blue Eyes Ultimate combining into a card. I'm not going to lie, I was like, yee, when we got that. So even though we're all like, yeah, more nostalgia support, this is, the other thing here is this is the pinnacle of the 25th anniversary. All right, this was the big event. I'm still wondering if the TCG is going to get equivalent of this for English release stuff for, the summer. Nobody's really kind of talked about that yet. I mentioned it a couple times, but I would like to see an English, or at least, something special out here on our side of the game to kind of commemorate this as well. Because, it's really cool that, Japan's getting to do all this Tokyo Dome stuff, but what about us TCG players? We haven't really got a chance to kind of enjoy this yet, so I'm kind of curious about that as well. So, to wrap this all up and to mention a lot of things here, I do think that the water structure deck that we're expecting, light Chaos Dragon support, is going to be pushed back further. On the back half of this support line that's coming here, we are probably going to see Kaiba Yugi Reloaded. We might even see them go even further here. They could release, it'd be crazy if they did 6 starter decks, 1 for each main character. That would be phenomenal, actually. That'd be the most Yu-Gi-Oh! Product that we could ever have out. But right now, product reduction is a good thing, all right? Seeing, especially in the TCG, where you're seeing this product reduction happening, we're not printing sets into oblivion right now, though Rarity Collections cost up is definitely them trying to recoup for less sets out of the year. Not all that surprised, but what do you guys want to see out of everything that's kind of coming down the pipeline here? Because I think there's a lot of interesting things to come. I think a lot of people are going to underestimate a lot of, what's to come. And over this weekend, we're going to get hit with a lot of these crazy announcements. And I fully do look forward to actually seeing how the Tokyo Dome event goes. And I also look forward to just seeing what more they can bring for the 25th anniversary of Yu-Gi-Oh! We've made it this far. It's a quarter century. It's genuinely impressive. And I will say that, I'm hoping for something exciting because we need constant change in the game, at least enough to make people interested to go, oh, hey, this is actually a pretty important reason to want to play. So you guys have a good rest of your day, alright? Peace out.
Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.